Okay, so I said I was going to do a mix of two types of videos. So this video that you're going to see, and ones in this series I'll say, are the ones that are on when I first got the RV. When I decided to full time back in 2020 or late 2019, actually, the fall when I sold my house and came south in February into the US from Canada to buy a trailer that I felt I could full time out of. Now there's been a lot of ups and downs, but we'll get into more of that as the channel grows. But that was the time shortly after buying the trailer that COVID hit and the border got closed. And my intent was not to head to the East Coast and, see some of my canoeing friends from the Georgia on up back into Canada and do some whitewater canoeing. But instead, through the dealership I bought the trailer, that was suggested that, why don't you go to see southern Utah, like Zion? Well, I never even heard of Zion. And like COVID, every day, every year, you can say new spins about that whole thing. But for me, COVID was kind of a blessing in a way because I got to see so much without hardly anybody around. Like Zion, I was there and they said at the cafe in Springdale that normally you can't, the traffic is lined from Zion right through their town. And I was there, I could walk across the road without even looking to see if traffic was coming. I've heard you've had to wait as long as 2 hours to get onto that hike. Name's escaping me right now, and I just did a video on it. Angel's Landing, that's it. So I didn't have to wait. I didn't have to pay park fees or the transit fees. I just drove in, got on the hike, didn't have to wait any ridiculous amounts like people have, which I would never do. No ride or hike is worth, to me, an hour or more wait. I couldn't do it. And so anyways, I got to do these kind of things in southern Utah without hardly anyone around. So even if I wasn't trying to self-isolate, I was isolated, and I loved it. So I'm going to start sharing those, and so this next one is just a little clip on just part of Zion from observation point where you can see Angel's Landing's hike. So this is 2020 when I just got started. But prior to this, actually, when I took the trailer out into BLM land, I get that wrong all the time. I got the trailer stuck, and I got unstuck via Matt's Towing. So if you're familiar with Matt's Towing's YouTube channel, you can go check out and see him pulling me in my Nissan and my camper out with his yellow Jeep, of all things. So it's got a fair bit of circulation over the last 3 years, but it was still fun and a learning experience. So enjoy the series. More's coming. Thanks. Here we go. Observation point.
Watching the sunset fade. I don't know what I'm supposed to be. I don't know where I'm going. I spend my life wondering, never really knowing. All I know is I love you. All I know is the air I breathe. Open sky above you. Steady ground beneath our feet. Wish you were here.
So the other day I did Angel's Landing. And Angel's Landing is at the top of here. And you walk that ridge. Landing walks the ridge right here. That is the ridge you walk to get to the end for Angel's Landing. And look at the view from here. Angel's Landing.